So right now I am working on a 3.8 V6 engine in a town and country, Chrysler town and country. And the job for today is installing valve cover gaskets. And as you can see, I already got the accelerator cable undone. I took it loose. It is lying over to the right over there. You can see the cables here. I got it wedged over. I've already taken the negative cable off on the battery. I've already taken the hose off right here and disconnected the wire from it. And next, I'll be getting this tube here loose, which is, I do believe, EGR connection, if I'm not mistaken. But as you can see down below, we have a lot of oil. If you look down above the spark plug wires there, it's a lot of oil accumulating, and I wouldn't want that to ignite and burn the motor up. Other than that, you can get smells from it, and we're going to repair it. I just got this van the other day. It runs good, so I want to keep it in tip-top condition. Right now I'm taking the power steering pump off. Actually the power steering reservoir. So that I can get that off. Here's a vacuum that's going to it. Just disconnected it. Putting it over in this area. There's another vacuum back here. But I believe if I take these off, which I think these are 10mm bolts, I'll take those loose after I take this off and get it disconnected. I do believe I can leave that power steering reservoir where it is. All right. So let me get a swivel. Meaning it was relaxing.
It was. It really was. I got some things accomplished today for our Puerto Rico trip. I'm super excited. I think everybody...
I wouldn't want everybody to know where we're going. It's not the business. So we're going to refrain from that. I'll try and cut that part out. And this year, people, is 2006. So we're just gonna kind of, look past talking amongst each other right now.
How was your day, babe?
I was looking forward to this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is so exciting to you, huh?
Yeah, I love it.
You do?
Yes, indeed.
Fixing on cars.
Yes, it's very relaxing.
It's relaxing?
Yes.
How is that? You have to think.
Well,
it's like a puzzle, and you got to put it together.
yeah.
Think about it.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay, people, we got a couple of connectors back in the back. So I'm gonna see how these are connected. While you're resting, I would need you to go in the house and look on the bed and bring me my flashlight. Yeah.
Would you also like for me to hold the flashlight while you do it?
When it gets a little darker, yeah, you're gonna come in handy.
I'm gonna be in the house. I don't know what you. I thought this not gonna take long. I'm just confused.
You know. All right, so people, I disconnected this from the back of this. So this particular hose goes on the back of this unit here, which connects to the intake. Okay, and I don't believe I have to take that. I don't believe I'm going to put that back on because I don't believe I have to take that off. Doesn't seem to come up with this. But anyway, I was reminding of that for people that want to get this job done. All right, I'm going to go get a pair of pliers. Be right back. Okay, as you can see, I got that clamp off, and I'm going to get this hose off. Okay, so that shifts back. All right.
Baby, the flashlight was not on the bed. I found one on the table, so that I got this one on the table.
She itches to find me in the wrong. But the thing is, I have 4 of the same flashlights. And the flashlight that I was referring to is the flashlight that's on the bed, that's in the bedroom, in the flashlight case that comes on my belt.
I know.
So, continuing to move the flashlights that I have on the table, there are already 2 missing from on the table. Now, the 3rd one she has moved. So all of my flashlights are coming up missing, and this is how they come up missing. Yeah.
Well, it's that time of the year. Everybody needs to start cutting their grass now.
All right, people. This is a 10 millimeter. I'm now taking the top of the motor, which is the intake, taking those bolts out.
How was your day, baby?
You asked that a little while ago.
You didn't reply.
My day was pretty good. I got a good bit of rest.
You did.
So, my day was pretty good.
That's good. I was working. It's such a blessing to be able to work and get relaxation at the same time.
Yeah, that's as you say, wonderful.
That's wonderful. That was a lie. We had very good weather, so it was.
Oh man, it's been hell. Yeah.
Today was, despite all, yesterday, and the day before, and the day before that.
Despite or in spite?
In spite. Despite. No, despite.
Yeah.
Despite all. Or you say in spite. In spite all. Anyway, it was very, very bad weather. These tornadoes and things. Hopefully that's over with.
It's not over with, baby. The Most High is angry. All right, people. I have gotten this intake disconnected. I'm presently looking under to find out how to disconnect these wires. So there's a tab up under it, and bam, there it goes. Tab up under, and for this top one, let me just be able to lay it to the side, but I do want to be able to get a clear shot, so bam, that's loose. All right, so we got this out. You want to take a hold? All right, so this is the intake. She didn't want to touch it. But here are the, they look pretty fresh, but I'm going to go with some new ones. So I'll be sending my wife to the auto store in just a minute to get new gaskets to go under there. See that? It's looking pretty good. All right. Okay, so this is the top of the intake. The first thing I'm gonna do is have my wife to go get some towels. We're gonna cover these up so nothing falls inside of this intake, which will be detrimental as I'm working. If something, matter of fact, what I'll do is, excuse me, I'll cover these up. So I'm gonna have my wife to go get a towel where I can cover these up. And this is the front valve cover here. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off first, and then afterwards I'll be taking off the rear valve cover, which is back here. And that's why we had to take this stuff off, so we can have a pretty good, yeah. All right, so let's keep it going. I'm gonna give y'all a good shot, side shot. This is the other side of it. Okay. So this is once again a 3.8 liter engine. All right, so we'll be back in a second. All right, I'm back. I'm getting the first valve cover, getting the bolts out of it. And this is actually a 5/16 that I'm using.
Now, what's this contract about that you had to look over for Jackie? It wasn't no good.
Had discussed that on the video,
No,
sweetheart.
you ain't on no video.
And people, that's what I have to put up with in my household all of the time. People telling me what I'm doing.
When you said you was gone.
And a lot of people, when they see me out in public and I'm agitated, they don't really know why, but that's one of the reasons why. Okay, so I got these last two. I had to get a longer socket to get those last two. And this is the first valve cover. It's out. Okay, so as you can see, this is why it was leaking. It's gotten old and starting to crack, as you can see right there. I'll check the specs and see what the foot-pounds of pressure. So you can see these cracks that's in this. If it stays on there for a while, it becomes real brittle, starts to crack, and then oil starts to fall through. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, put the new gasket on, and reinstall it. So I'm gonna show y'all how it looks when you take these out. And down under the bottom of these are some gaskets that's around these screws. And as you can see, one fell out. I'll show it to you when I get these out. So, as a matter of fact, that's it. That's how it looks. You see that? So the new kit comes with these little gaskets on them, and so oil won't slip down between those. All right. Okay. So if you all can see this clamp, I don't want to take this hose off because I'm not exactly sure if fluid, I'm probably certain that fluid will come out of this hose, and I don't want to take it loose. So I'm going to take this clamp off to remove this hose where I can remove the valve cover from the back. Okay. All right, so while my valve covers are being cleaned up real good, I'm going to clean this area up right here. And just to note, this head is in pretty good condition. 4th, 2006. Just want to let y'all know that. And some of you out there in mechanic land know. And as you can see, some valve cover jobs require glue. And here's some fragments. Need to be real careful with that. I don't want that to get down in my head. So I'm going to push that back this way. And just to add, it would have been a real good idea to kind of blow this off before with air, but I don't have that available. As y'all can hear my wife back there sneezing like she done gone crazy. So if you all are wondering how to get these on, I'm going to show you on the next one. This is an old one. Even though they're not in bad condition, I'm going to show you exactly what's going on with them. You see the direction that they're pointed in, but this is an old one here. This one I already got off, but I decided to go ahead and show y'all how I got them off, so that for those of y'all that want to fix this, you'll be able to do it. Now I'm putting this one on. It's pretty much common sense how you put them on. You can just slide them, you know, take your time and slide them on. There you go. Okay, so that's a new one. Okay, but this is how you get them off. That's an old one. Let me show you how I got it off. Take a screwdriver, put it behind it. Okay. Take a screwdriver and put it behind it, and just pry it off. There you go. All right. All right. I'm back. I got my parts all cleaned up. As you can see, I got the front valve cover back on. I got the other valve cover over here to the side. All right. Got it installed. I got the new bushings, or actually sealers on these screws. So, and I got the valve covers all cleaned up. Actually, my wife cleaned them up. She washed them in some dishwashing detergent. Got them cleaned up pretty good. And I'm about to go in the back. I've already cleaned the heads up around the top of it. So I'm about to wedge this back in there and bolt it down. All right. So here we go. Being careful not to knock the gasket loose. All right. All right, the reason I'm starting these corners with my fingers is so that I can make for sure that it's sitting in the right place and I don't end up pinching the gasket. So I'm starting these with my fingers, make sure I don't have any resistance. And it appears that I don't have any resistance. So I'm gonna start a couple more and pull up on them and make sure that I don't have any type of resistance. Look at the gasket real good. Make sure it's still on the outside of the valve cover. Then I can get my tool and start putting them down. All right. Now I ended up dropping my 5/16. So I had to get an 8mm. Got that one down in the back. And the way I do this is similar to how I put lug nuts on a wheel. Is I go from one angle to the other one. I make X's so that you don't have more pressure down on one side than the other one. All right, so I did the corner back here nearest the firewall first. I tightened it down, and I came up front to this one, making an X to tighten this one down. Then I'll go to the back rear on this side, and then I'll make another X coming to the front on this side. I hope y'all understand it. That's making X's, so you don't have more pressure on one corner than the other one. And remember, you need a swivel right here with these bolts here. So I gotta work that out now. All right. So I'm rechecking the torque on these on this backside. All right, that's it. And putting the top back on in reverse, and we're good.